Okay, welcome to the explanation of my signature card trick. The setup is very simple. You're gonna have a standard deck of cards where all the cards are the same, except for one card that you'll keep at the bottom of your deck when you start this effect. I have a red card at the bottom of the deck. So whatever value that card is, in this case would be the 10 of spades, that will be on the bottom. It's a red card. And the matching card to that card would be on the top, right? So they match. Red card on the bottom, matching blue card on the top, okay? So you can shuffle the cards, just leave the bottom and the top where they're at. Very simple to do. Say, hey, we're gonna do an effect. Where as you can see, all the cards are the same, and you see how I spread and I didn't expose that bottom one, okay? So when I do that, I just push down and then relax, so I don't expose the fact that there's a red card on the bottom. Show that they're all blue. I then turn the cards over. Now you'll notice I have the 10 of spades on the bottom and there's a 10 of spades on the top. So as I do, I just kick that in. So this way, again, they only see the one 10 of spades. So you just gotta manage that during your process. You say, listen, I'm gonna give you an absolute free choice of any card in the deck, which they will take any card, right? Now this is doing it on a table and I'm spreading it out. If I was gonna do this in hands, right? Well, I could shuffle cards and say, look, as you can see, all the blues, all the backs are blue, right? And all the faces are different, right? So you can tell them apart. Say, is there any card in particular that you favor? You know, so whatever card they want. So let's just say in this case, it's the 8 of spades, 8 of hearts. They're gonna take that card and they're gonna sign the face of it, okay? And you want them to lift it up because you don't want to expose the back, right? So here's the most ideal situation. I would do this using a table, spread the cards out. You can have an absolute free choice of any cards that you want. So in this case, we're gonna say it's the 8 of hearts. They're gonna slide it out, leaving it there, and then they're gonna sign the face. Now this is already signed, okay? But they're gonna sign it. Bow, 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 bow. Now, I leave the cards in this order, and I keep the focus over here because I don't want them to remember the 10 of spades here. So when I keep these spread, they sign, they blow it, they say, now I pick up all the cards. Okay, I square these up and say, look, I'm going to take your card, I'm going to drop it right on the bottom. Now I'm going to have you cut the card somewhere near the center deck, complete the cut. Did you see me do anything funny? That's because I'm a magician, not a comedian. So let's establish where we're at right now. You had an absolute free choice of any card. You then signed it, making it a one-of-a-kind card. And I didn't force you to pick that card. It was an absolute free choice, correct? They're going to say yes. Well, there's something pretty amazing that's going to happen next. Because before this started, I had marked the back of a different card. Of all the cards I have in the deck, you're going to find that I have a red card, and only one red card. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna break all the cards above that red card. And then you're gonna scoop up the cards like so, okay? Now here's your setup. This is perfect because that red card was on the bottom. There's the card that they signed, and then the matching to the red card's on the top. So you've just sandwiched their card. So this is beautiful because what's gonna happen now is you're gonna do a double and then a double, and you're all done, okay? So you can say, look, out of all the cards, what are the chances that the card you just freely selected and signed are? I usually say 1 out of 52. You do a double lift. They're gonna see that the only red card they had in the deck, they picked and then they signed. You drop that down over by you, okay? So you can manage your audience so no one tries to grab it real quick, but through audience management, you say, great. Now, I'm gonna join in the fun, and I'm gonna cut to a different card. Now, I just did a false cut. You can shuffle the cards, you know, if you want to do a jug shuffle and say, look, we're gonna give them a good mix, right? Bring it back to the top. And now I'm gonna cut to a card, right? And just do a false cut. So whatever you wanna do. I just typically, after this happens, Mike, I say, look, I wanna join in the fun, so I'm gonna cut to a different card. And then I sign this card right here. So I'm gonna sign the back of a different card. My card being different, obviously, because my card's blue, right? Your card being red. blow, and you do a double lift. I turn over and show the 10 of spades, okay? And I drop it down onto the table. You're done. The rest of it's all acting. This deck goes aside, okay? Because what you've just done is you've signed the back of their card. So it's all done. So at this point, it's just all acting, Mike, right? Watch as I make the 2 cards trade places. Dun, 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 dun. Ha, 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 ha. They laugh, right? Well, that's what it looks like when I do it in slow motion. Let me do it 600 times faster. Now remember, my card's blue signed on the back. My card's the 10 of spades. Your card is red and signed on the face, and your card is the 8 of hearts. So watch as I make the 2 cards trade places. So now you just cover them and you turn it over. Boom! They just trade places. Look out, major reaction, right? Say, hey, I'm gonna do this again. Believe it or not, I'm gonna make them trade places again, right before your very eyes. Only this time, I'm not even gonna touch the cards. Believe it or not. So let's recap where we're at. You freely selected and signed the 8 of hearts. Signed the face of it. And the back of your card is what color? They should say red. And I signed the back of my card. My card is blue. Now, if at this point we're not 100% sure of the colors, we are 100% sure of this, that the cards were signed separately. Yours being on the face and mine being on the back, correct? Everyone's going to agree with you. That is the one point you want to hammer home right now. I would say, okay, so now we're gonna make them trade places again. Guess what? I'm gonna allow you to make one more decision. Do you wanna make the faces trade places or the backs? You decide. No matter what they say, it's not gonna matter, okay? Say, great. Snap your fingers. Believe it or not, it just happened. Now, if everything happened as I said it would, do you remember the color of my card, right? It was blue. Well, guess what? My card is now red with no signature whatsoever. Your card is now blue with my signature on the back, your signature on the face, and that's how it stays forever and a day. They keep that. Now, all you have to do is take this card, put it on the bottom of the deck, put it back into your case, and guess what? You're all set up again because there's your red card on the bottom, and there's the matching blue on the top. And that is my signature card trick. Good luck.